What's going on, you guys? Welcome into another one, and this one I pretty much did to myself. So, yeah, that happened. This is an ultra view. This is the Chris B, and so the Mathews Lift 33, which is the bow we're rocking right now, comes with the Engage grip. Now, I personally, very inexperienced archer, don't know a whole lot about it. Just the roundedness of this doesn't feel that great in the hand to me.
That's what she said.
Another good one.
It makes me want to grab it. It feel like you could torque your bow. It just, my opinion. So I went and got the Chris B grip, but it's really, really wide. And so again, with the flat as it is, again, these guys all know more than I do. Don't listen to dumb hick like me. But for me, I was messing around with it. So I was like, you know what? I see guys talk about shooting off the riser. And so I tried to take it off, and I snapped it. So again, this is not an ultra view. That is 100% on me. You're doing it wrong is the only statement I can really think of when it comes to it. But they came out with something that they talked about and teased last year and everybody's talked about, and that is the point of this video, and that is shot sense. Is this really worth it for everybody? Is this, who needs this? But as you can see when I show you right here, you can see the riser on that bow is actually kind of narrow. I kind of like that, and so it's like I don't want to shoot, but I don't want to shoot off the riser. That's just me. So there's something in this box that I'm really happy about that it came with, but it comes with a lot of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a deep dive here, just kind of an unboxing. We'll throw it on the bow, and then we will go shoot it, and I'll kind of give you my thoughts on, for 350 bucks, is this really where you want to put your money, and will it make you a better archer? Let's get into it. Alright, so what is the purpose of this? Why would you spend 350 bucks when a grip's like 100 bucks and no grip and some tape is like 10 bucks? Well, what it's supposed to be, breaking the seal here, breaking our Mathews sticker, what it's supposed to be is analytics, right? It's all numbers, it's all information. Are you torquing the bow? Is the bow level? How long are you holding? What are you doing before you? It's supposed to provide all that information. So, in the box, what you will get, and again, I'll try holding it up here. I'm not very good at it, but you get a couple things. And so you've got this little tool here. This is used to take out the plug, the little thing that's in the phase 4 in the Mathews that they put in the grip, so it's not just got a hollow spot. You've got your charging cord. You've got your actual shot sense. And then you've got these, which is what I'm excited about, which is the Engage, but it's just the little side plates. It is not the whole, again, it also comes with, if I can get it out of the box, another Mathews Engage grip. Again, factory one, no holes, no hole anything. I wonder if you couldn't just take a little knife, X-Acto knife, and cut that out. But, for having a backup grip, now I have another grip. Because if I break this one, I'm not going to be buying another Ultra View. Again, not an Ultra View. That's on me. And then, like I said, that little spacer. And then, everybody seems to be focused on their packaging. I'll have to get it out here in a minute. But then the actual shot sense itself. So that is it in here. By the way, up here is your instruction manual. And it's also got your adhesives to keep it in place, to keep the little side plates, and an unboxing experience by Mathews is actually pretty nice. But we're going to get the shot sense out, get it installed on the bow, and let's start making some string noise. Alright, we'll try to make this part pretty quick because I know it's a little dark. But there's a little block in here, and it comes with this little tool. And you literally just use it if you never need to remove your shot sense or whatever, and you boom. And right there. So we're going to take some adhesive and put our little shot sense in there. But let me show you the shot sense real quick. That's kind of funny. So the part you took out is identical to the part you used. So now you have two of them. Thanks, Mathews. So I've got the thing powered on. We've got it looking for Bluetooth. I'm pairing it with my phone. Got the available device. I'm going to go ahead. It's pretty simple. I mean, again, it's just going to go. You got to do this. All right. So it's going to search for the device. It's going to find the device that is on the bow, and it's going to attempt to pair it with the actual unit. Again, it'll do its thing. So it gave me the code that popped up on the Bluetooth. I'm going to go ahead and type it in there. All right. Now that the bow is paired, we're going to go in. We're going to go ahead and name it. Again, I'm going to be going here. I'll be in training mode because I'm not actually going to be hunting yet. You can put it in hunting mode because it stays in the bow, obviously. Select your hand. You save it on your savings from there. Serial number. Again, you pull a serial number off your bow, put that in. Now you're obviously going to update your software like you do anytime you get something new. All right, once you've got the new firmware installed, it's going to ask you that you have to lay your bow level so that it can calibrate, so that it can get torque and all of that. So we'll do that here. All right, so I need to finish setting it up, and one thing that I do is lay it flat in the bow, as you saw that when I was setting it up. So here it is. We're going to make sure that the orientation is correct, so the charging port is facing down in our bow. It comes with these two of them, in case you got to remove it. So we're going to put this in the bow so I can finish calibrating it, and we can move on to the next step. All right, so as you can see, man, I love how light this thing is. The shot sense is now installed. It's got all calibrated, it's got its hardware, it's got its software, it's ready to go. So now we're going to put on our side plates, and these are very rubbery, very simple, but they're very narrow, and it'll almost allow me to continue to shoot on, almost like shooting off the riser. It's just side plates, but as you can see, this one has the hole, and it's got just some 3M adhesive tape that is not the easiest to get off, but so what I'm going to do is basically, I'm not going to put on video, I'm just going to stick those to the side. And then we're going to go out and shoot and see what we really think of it. Talk to you in a second. All right, so trying to get some shots through the shot sense so I can actually give you an overview thought on it. And you'll see on my first shot where I was shooting, look at that, shooting through the chronograph, that I was just trying to get lined up and get shot through real quick. And my shot looks absolutely terrible. So I'm going to take my time now that I don't have to worry about hitting inside the chronograph, put some shots in it, and kind of give you some, be able to show you what shot sense can do. So let me get some more shots in. We'll go inside and do the after action report. All right, we're back inside where it's a little bit warmer. We're going to discuss the shot sense. Is it worth $350? Now, I may not have explained it very well or kind of gone into it, but the reason that I'm even trying out this product is because I don't have an archery coach near me. It is over an hour to the closest archery shop. I shoot a ton at my lease. I sneak out into, we got a green belt behind our house and shoot. I don't have anybody with enough experience even to say, hey, critique my shot. What am I doing here? Why am I doing this? If I have a question, I come to YouTube. So that's why I'm even making this video. So that was the whole reason for buying shot sense. Apparently this is an archery trainer. You saw my trainer video on the little $20, tool that you can use. I'm willing to spend money to get better. I'm willing to spend hours on YouTube to get better. I'm trying to pass on information to you to hopefully you can get better. So we got the shot sense, we got it installed, you've seen all that, we've shot it. Here is the after action report and why it's so valuable to me. Now this is going to be shot number 1. This was just draw it back. I was shooting a chronograph shot. If you saw the short that came out with the speed on the bow, I hadn't done it with the 80-pound mod yet. I wasn't aiming, I was just trying to get it, line up the V so I didn't shoot the water heater, put it through, and it shows. I got a 20 out of 100. So I didn't really think about it, like, oh, okay, well, I'll try a little harder on this next shot. And now again, this is shot 2. And remember, I'm at 5 yards. I'm not at 20 yards. I'm just trying to get the bow back and kind of get at it. And so you can see shot 2, we got up to a score of a 35. So this is where I started doing the deep dives. Okay, what am I actually learning? Because I thought, I know what I'm doing. I've killed a bull elk with a bow. I know what I'm doing. So I just kind of assumed, and I went into the deep dive. And so you can see it talks about your MOA, which is your steadiness. And I'll throw a screenshot of it here, kind of showing the different things that it measures. But basically, it's talking about your steadiness. It's measuring hand torque. It's measuring the bubble level. It's how long it takes you to get the shot. If you draw back super quick and shoot real quick, you probably didn't anchor right. You probably didn't make a good shot. Sometimes in a hunting situation, you may have to. And you can see, so I went from a 20 to a 35. So, okay. So I read into it. I kind of said, all right, see what we're doing. Now let's move into, I think it was shot 5. Right back down to a 20. All the stuff that I thought I was doing. It's like, okay, so here's the thing. And Joe Rogan said this in a podcast, and he's talking about it. The bow doesn't know if it's Levi Morgan, Chris B, or Kevin from Faith Hunters. All it knows is the data that it knows. And so I may recalibrate it because it might be a little bit wrong, but it's like, okay, I didn't do anything. I rushed it. I didn't aim. So I finally took shot number 7. And shot number 7 was I focused on everything. And here's what shot 7 looked like. Now we're up to a 68. All of those things I started being aware of. How long did it take the shot? Am I torquing? Am I, again, it's hard to line up the peep with the pins when you're not really aiming anything. You're just aiming at a backdrop, not trying to hit the water heater or the gun safe or the wall. So I believe that my shooting will get better as I'm shooting an actual target. But at the same time, you can see the purpose of why I got this. because this bow will tell me what I'm doing. I need to know what I'm doing because I don't have an archery trainer close by. So is this worth $350? Would I spend $350 on this? Absolutely, I would. It's one of those purchases that I actually thought it was gimmicky. I was like, I'm going to regret this, but Mathews is obviously a reputable company. Putting the handles on about drove me batty because of the material, but I got it on. I can absolutely see how this will make me a better archer. And then maybe, you know what, maybe one day I'll do a giveaway or something once I'm perfect, but I'm very happy with this. If you're thinking about shots, this is a new archer or someone who's getting back into archery or doesn't have a shot trainer or a trainer close by or even a bow shop close by that you can go into and have them give you some tips, definitely worth the money in that regards, because I don't know what archery lessons cost, but you'd go through a lot of them to get the information that this thing passes on. So absolutely, I'm thrilled to death that I got it. If you're thinking about it, it's absolutely worth it. So we'll talk to you next one. Y'all have a good day.